welcome to the Solitude 3740BH. And is this the greatest thing ever? A chaise on a couch? And look at the couch. This is literally the longest couch I have ever seen. Even with our backpack on here, I can still stretch out almost. This is huge. I love this. So you might be asking yourself, why are we looking at a bunkhouse? That's what the BH in the model number is. Because we want to exhaust all our options. We had a feeling that maybe a bunkhouse could be a great office if the kitchen was up to snuff. So let's check out this kitchen. So on first glance of the kitchen, we're off to a good start. This is a very nicely sized island. We've got the sink here with our covers, and this all here is prepped. This is a good amount of space. So I'm looking at this going, this might be an option. This might have to go on the list, which we hope to narrow down to 5 at some point. This could make it in the top 5. And then if you look over here, storage is definitely not an issue. These are very tall cabinets, which again, tall people cabinets, like that would be like giant people cabinets. But I still really like it. Love this little cubby here. That's super cool. Drawers and cabinets here. This is where some of the control panel is as well.
Victoria, is there a power there besides those 2 little USB outlets? There's not. So
you would be wrong.
Oh.
It's, they got sly about it. Look at that.
Look what we have there. So you can make this your coffee bar area.
You could. This would be a great coffee bar. Wow. So I'm liking the storage, and then pantry. That is a killer pantry. Definitely need some organizational materials in there, but that's a great pantry. So far, storage, large kitchen countertop, and whoa, look at this. We have a residential fridge. So, okay, I'm new to this, so, oh no, I got it. No, that closed it. It wasn't closed. Okay. Now that's big.
So that to me doesn't look like it has a whole lot more room
than
a gas propane fridge.
Exactly, that's what I was thinking. Big difference is we have the sliding, bin type freezer.
There's the difference there. And you know what else is a difference?
Look how deep that is.
You know what else is different? That one has the ice maker in it.
Where? Not on the outside. No, in here?
Yeah. It's right there.
Oh, yes. Okay, so we might have to do residential and whatever we do. We'll have to check that out. Okay, I'm locking that. This is great. Wah, wah, wah. Or however that goes. This is not so great. I do like this cover. That's pretty cool, but
the R for residential definitely does not stand for residential stove compared to some of the other units we've looked at.
I don't know if I could cook on this on a regular basis.
Yeah, and this clear backdrop, we would every time you cooked, that is going to get greasy and dirty.
I would take this off probably. I just wouldn't even mess with it. But yeah, this is disappointing. Convection microwave, kind of standard. And then as far as storage and the rest of the kitchen, it's a fair amount. I'm thinking, it does pass the storage test, and we have all these drawers here. They're pretty deep and wide. This one I think is a little deeper. So storage great, island great, because we could shoot videos here. This would be a great place.
Yeah.
Stove, not so great. And then I didn't check out the oven. Ooh, that's kind of tiny too, obviously. Yeah, this is
And then one thing I've noticed is really the lack. The chaise is wonderful.
I love the chaise.
But the TV, it doesn't feel warm and fuzzy to me. It feels a little more utilitarian.
Cold and stunted?
Yeah, cold and stunted for sure. But the main reason we're checking this unit out is...
Yes, let's go check out the bunkhouse. Now, the bunkhouse, in my mind, is a blank slate. We can keep a few pieces. We could wipe out all of this. What this is space to do what we want with. I definitely would see taking all of this out, and we could put 2 offices. You could be here, I could be there. We could have some storage. This is amazing, and this is enough to put it closer to the top of the list too, because it's almost like you get everything you want, except for I gotta get past the stove. I don't know if I can get past the stove. And I do like that there's a bathroom back here as well. There is only the 2 of us, like we need 2 bathrooms, but we'll utilize it. But yeah, I would definitely wipe all this out and start fresh. What do you think?
Yeah, this could almost be an office/art studio all at the same time.
Oh yeah, this could be an art studio. I totally forgot about that.
If you take all of this out. If you take all of this out, there's a ton of room back here.
Okay, so maybe you don't get an office here. This is my office and my art studio, and I might let you keep your bike in here.
So one of the things that's interesting is there's no area to eat here. You have this beautiful you have the chaise and the 3 cushion couch.
And this isn't deep enough for...
And this area in the front of the island isn't deep enough for a stool. So you technically have no space to eat in this coach.
Unless you're a couch eater.
Unless you're a couch eater.
Which,
and you could, I guess you could put a table right here in the front and eat on the couch.
You could have one of those tables that, side tables, but still it's not the same thing. And you could probably mount a table that goes up and down here that extends your counter a bit, but then again, that's going to be pretty tight. But that's an interesting observation. Okay, I had a feeling that with the bunkhouse and the kitchen, we were going to have a smaller bathroom. I'm kind of okay with that. And we do. We have 1 sink, but I do like all this area here to the right of the sink because that gives you some place to put stuff. And then we've got storage here. Not as much as some other rigs, but that would do. And then the shower, it's not too bad. I mean, I'm in here. I'm not hitting anything. I don't know if this is locked. I'm not going to worry about it. But yeah, and it's very, very bright with the skylight. So, this is a doable bathroom. I'd be okay with this. Okay, the bedroom. This looks like a king-size bed. Good start there. Got a couple tables next to it. That's wonderful. We're going to look at the closet here. Oh, wow. That's got a lot of space. This is shelving. I mean, this is a huge closet. But Rich, I think I'm having a feeling here we're about to be exceptionally disappointed.
There's no washer and dryer prep in that closet, is there?
No, I mean, and this doesn't open, nothing. Oh wait, let me look again. Okay.
So there is a washer and dryer prep on the inside of the closet. But I can tell you, given the space that's here, you will not be able to put a stackable washer and dryer. It would have to be an all-in-one unit that would go in this space, and I can tell you from my previous experience RVing, you do not want a all-in-one washer and dryer unit.
No, I've heard the horror stories.
Number 1, they're small. Number 2, a load takes forever. So as we look a little bit closer, you can see there an indicator for a dryer vent. So what you would have is on this side, the left side or the driver's side of the coach is your dryer. And then on this side would be your washer. So you would not be stuck with getting an all-in-one unit, which is good to know.
Yeah, it's good to know. And I think this discovery makes this rig a contender.
So on the outside of the 374BH, thing we notice is the front storage area is a lot smaller than many rigs that we've seen.
Yeah, that's not very big, but it does go all the way through. That's a plus.
Now, one thing we do have here is, of course, I think all Solitudes have them, the Nautilus system. We do love that. As we come around the back of the rig, one of the main things you notice, because the room's not raised, there is none of that raised rear storage that we've seen in other units.
Oh yeah, it's all gone. Well, it was never there.
As we come around, we're getting close to the highway, so the road noise might get a little bad, but there is one thing I wanted to show that could put this in a contender spot, and that is...
Ooh, look at that!
An outdoor kitchen area. So it's got a beverage cooler, it's got nice storage, it's got a sink that drains into your gray tank. One of the things that's nice here is a pull-out griddle, which is obviously stowed away.
Nice. And
Little
this beverage cooler.
Yep,
really
a nice beverage cooler.
like
so
that.
This could potentially put this in a contender area.
Yeah, but storage. What do we do for storage?
Victoria, what are your initial thoughts?
Initially, I thought I was going to hate this and say there's no way this is not going to work for us in any way, shape, or form. And now I'm like, I get an entire back of a rig that I can design the way I want. I'm so incredibly excited about that. And then the kitchen, Yeah, it's not as big as I want. The stove is an issue. Maybe that can be replaced. We'll have to check with that. But yeah, I'm surprised. It checks boxes. I mean, washer and dryer, check. King size bed, check. Office area for both of us, check, check, and double check. Kitchen is, what would you say, a quarter check or a half check?
Yeah, maybe a quarter check, plus the lack of dining space.
Yeah, but we're couch eaters. Yeah. We really are. And I love the pantry. So I'm kind of, storage, and again, storage is a box to be checked, and unless we use some of our wonderful back bunkhouse space for storage, we really don't have a lot of storage. It's such an interesting decision, but that's why we're looking at all these rigs. It's kind of scary on one hand to think, oh my God, there's so many choices. What if we don't make the right choice, and then paralyze ourselves about that? But you know what? I've seen far too many RV full-time living channels where they get a rig every year, they get a rig 2 months later, like, this isn't the right rig. They go trade it in, they get another one. So we're going to try and approach this. It's a big decision, but it's not an earth-shattering decision. If we make what we think is the wrong decision, which we will not know until we actually live in the rig,
right,
then we just make a different decision. Our salesperson, Abby, she was just telling us about an RV here that they had a 2019 different model of a Grand Design, and they just traded it on 2022 because they thought that the new one was going to be better for them. So it happens all the time. So I think we're good.
So I think one of the things that this rig tour taught me is there's always trade-offs. So what did we notice in this rig versus some of the other things we've seen? It's got a ton of bunkhouse space, but it comes at a trade-off of outdoor storage, of kitchen space, of bathroom space, obviously. So what I'm learning is for every plus, there's one or two minuses.
Yeah, and I don't know if you'd call it a minus. It's just kind of a different option. You know, you might have to readjust what you're wanting. But yeah, it's just like a regular house, a sticks and bricks house. You're never going to find the perfect house that has everything. We are not going to find the perfect RV that has everything. There's going to be compromises. And we know that going in, so I think that's going to make the decision just a little bit easier and less frustrating. Well, that's all for now. And until next time, happy exploring.
Bye.
Bye.